Hi everybody, my name is Ariana, this is Logan, and we're having a baby.
Okay. We're having.
Okay.
A baby.
Whatever. Okay, so I mainly wanted to start this YouTube channel to really explain our story and how we found out, because not everything is like Teen Mom on MTV, so
Not everything's bad.
and yeah, so we
Even
just
though
wanted
the baby's not here yet, but it's not bad so far like they would make it seem.
Yeah, it's not as bad. It depends on you. I'm 17 and he's 18, and we just graduated high school. So
Like 2 months ago.
yeah, literally 3 months ago. But I wanted to make this video specifically about my first trimester and how everything kind of went for me or us, and finding out and telling our parents, because that was exciting. So it's kind of a long story, but just keep watching. So when I first thought that I was pregnant, it was a second semester of school, which means it was the beginning of January, starting a new schedule. Everything was going smoothly, nice and smooth. And all of a sudden, I started to get super dizzy in my art class. And then I was a little bit skeptical because, I didn't start yet. So I texted him and I said, I think I might be pregnant.
And I really didn't believe her. I really didn't think she was. I think she was just being paranoid. But then when I started to think she really was, she started eating chicken wings for like, 2 weeks straight? It was like every day.
No, it was for a week. I was craving.
It was a long time.
I was craving chicken wings for a week. Those ones at those hot wings at the deli at Walmart.
Yeah. The ones from Walmart, Kroger, Wingstop.
They were pretty good. After I texted him and all that stuff, then we decided to find out a day to go buy a test.
And I was working. I had to work every day except for Wednesdays and Thursdays. So we had to plan around that schedule. So we had to wait a couple of days until we could get back together and actually go buy a test together.
Yep. So we went to Target. We ended up buying a test. The cashier kind of made it a little awkward. He was like, he could have just scanned it, put it in a bag, and gave it to me. But he scanned it and was like, do you want this in a bag? And then I was like, sure. And then I knew that, that cashier might be like, oh, I know what she's going to go do in the bathroom. So I didn't want it to be awkward. And so we left and went to Walmart. And I went and took the test. It was weird. And then, so walking into Walmart was awkward. But then when I went into the bathroom, a family came out when I was about to walk in, and like 5 kids came out of the bathroom, and it was like super awkward. Like it was a sign. Weird. So I walked in, did everything, took the test, and then it said to wait 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I waited, and it was positive. I literally stared at it and like just smiled like this the whole time because it was pretty shocking. And so I took a picture of it, sent it to him, left it in the trash, washed my hands, left out of the bathroom, and then we started talking, and then we're just like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna tell our parents? So on the way home from after taking the test, I felt really guilty because I told my mom everything. My mom and I are really close. I kind of felt a little guilty holding that in for however long we were going to hold it in. But then we ended up going to the apartment where my mom was home, and we were all there. And then I texted him and was like, pretend you have to get something from outside in your car so that I can tell my mom without you being here and it being awkward. So he went downstairs and did that.
And because we joke around all the time, and when I get nervous, I start laughing. So whenever she was gonna tell her mom, I knew I was gonna start laughing, and she was gonna think it was a joke.
Yeah.
And so we would just have to like wait another time. So then she texted me, and I went down in my car to act like I was getting something, and then she told her.
Yeah, I ended up telling her. I just said, I'm not giving anybody advice on how to tell your parents. I kind of just looked at her and I said, how would you feel if I was pregnant? And she looked at me and she said, are you? And then I said, I think I am. And then I started crying a little because I felt bad.
Yeah, but it's different for all parents. Like,
Yeah.
my parents were not that calm about it. They were not happy.
I mean, my mom was more in denial. She was more like, I don't think you are. Well, the test that we bought, it came with 2 tests, and I kept the second one in my bag that I had, and so I got it out, and she told me to take it again in the morning because your HCG levels are like high in the morning. Then he came back upstairs, and we all started talking about it. So, and later on during the night, he went home.
And then she was gonna take the second test in the morning when she woke up and send me a picture of it in the morning. So I went home and went to sleep, and she usually woke up like 30-45 minutes before I did. So she sent me a picture, and then whenever I woke up, I saw that she sent me the picture, and I looked at it, and it was positive again.
Yeah. I didn't even want to look at it. Like, I peed first and then went in the shower and let it kind of sit, do whatever. And I didn't want to look out my shower and see. I was just like, nope, just wait it out. It was positive. And that's when we started getting nervous because we had to tell his parents. And got a little nervous there. Other than that, that's kind of how it went. To talk about my first trimester symptoms, I wouldn't say I threw up a lot. I didn't have a lot of morning sickness. I actually got that in my last month of my first trimester. Like, Chick-fil-A made me nauseous. And what else?
After you ate, because remember she ate, the reason we kind of knew that she was because she was craving hot wings a lot. And then after that week or week and a half that she ate them all the time, when we actually knew she was pregnant, and then she tried to eat chicken wings again, she couldn't eat them. Yeah. It made her sick.
Yeah, I could not have wings. Probably to this day, I really couldn't have hot wings just because they're nasty now to me.
And then toast.
Oh, the smell of bread. I think I drank water and had eggs or something when I woke up, and then I don't remember what happened. But other than that, I opened a bag of bread or something, and just like the smell just came out of the bag, and it got me, and I started coughing, and then I went to the bathroom, and it was gross. I had a lot of fatigue, and I was like super tired in my first trimester. That tired is like no joke. You think you're gonna make it through a class, but you don't. You just fall asleep. I did get dizzy a lot, and then tenderness, and then sinus problems. It was weird, but apparently you can have like sinus issues, and so I was like sneezing a lot and getting stuffy nose like all the time. It was horrible. And I didn't have a lot of frequent urination like a lot of people do either. I really didn't have to pee that much. Every teacher got an email about it because I had to go to my OB. They ended up sending them a message that if I needed to pee, that you can't say no, basically. So my first sonogram was after I first found out, obviously. 3 weeks or 2 weeks after, because when I found out, we thought I was at least 4 weeks pregnant.
I thought you were like 5 or 6.
I don't know.
Because you could only go when you were 8 weeks.
So I think I had to wait a while to go in. But I think this one's a better picture. But that was the first sonogram that we ever got on March 16th, 2016. And then I had a second sonogram. They do a Down syndrome genetic test. They gave me a sonogram for that one. And
They take your blood and test it.
yeah, they take my blood too. It was horrible. The baby was a lot bigger. And so this is what the baby looks like. And that's its nose. And its base is right here basically, and then that's its belly. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks for watching though, and I'll have a second trimester video up pretty soon, like next Saturday. Thank you.